Hey everyone, welcome to Chuck Talks for a special edition in honor of Father's Day. That is coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
I know Amos is excited with that. He's a super father extraordinaire. And so today we have a special edition talking about fathers because we have a custom iron by Josh and also ironwork iron shop provisions. And what could be more manly than working with metal and welding and ornamental iron? I'm just wondering.
Oh, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, so real quick, going to expand my view here. I'm taking over the screen. You see back over my shoulder right there, that is Josh Guillory with doing some of his ironwork. And we're actually going to get to watch a demo of that in the show today, I think, right?
Yes, we are. Kids, don't try this at home, but it's going to be really fascinating to watch him work in his space and watch him create all of these amazing things that he's done around town. A lot of people don't even know when they're walking along the lakefront or just in downtown or in Lake Charles in general that they're actually observing some of the works that Josh has created over the years. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but without further ado.
Well, actually, but with further ado, I'm sorry.
With
further ado. Again,
you're such a downer.
It's an interactive show, so we want to know where you're watching from. Send us comments, ask questions as we go through, because we want to talk back and forth, right? This is conversational, so
Yeah.
don't be afraid to send comments and subscribe so you can watch our shows in the future. All right, is that good?
And ask questions because I know you're gonna have questions, and subscribe to us as well. So
Okay.
now, without further ado, we would like to bring in Josh and Erin Guillory.
And let's see.
Hey guys. There you go. It's not the same person, two separate people. Yes. So I am so excited that you're able to join us today. A lot of people probably drive past your store if they've never been in or if they're not really familiar with what you do, and they have no idea that there's an actual workshop, lots of artistry going on behind the scenes, behind Iron Shop Provision. So if people have really never heard of what you do in your store and kind of like your dual businesses, how would you describe that? What do you say to people when they ask what you guys do?
Yeah. Well, so Josh has been doing ironwork for the last 15 years or so, and we've recently moved locations from Westlake. So a lot of people don't even know about this building. It used to be an old, I think it was gas station. Built 66. Yeah. So new people that are coming in, we're like, yeah, we're a big building with this glass windows, and there's actually a clothing shop in the front, and there's an iron shop in the back. And they're like, what? How does that work? But we've had the iron shop for 15 years or so. 16 years now, sorry. Years fly by. And just recently in the last 2 years, I've had this opportunity to open the front men's clothing boutique. So it is kind of an odd, you wouldn't think to put those two together, but it works out really well for us.
Yeah, I think so too. And the more that I explored and just sort of looked into it, I think one thing that both companies share in common is at the heart and at the core of it is that things are custom made, that they are not mass produced. It's not something that you can get just anywhere. And I think that that's really important. It's just that quality and the artistry that goes into not only, the ironwork obviously that Josh does, but then also it just works. It seems like it kind of complements one another. So Josh, so you've been working with metal for a long time now. Just maybe tell people about your journey. Like how did you get started in this? I mean, it's not something that is very common or the ornamental type work that you do. So like tell us about your journey.
It wasn't always architectural ornamental work. Started off in high school, 16, interested in cars and bikes. Wanted to weld in the plants, and I did right after high school for about 5 years, I suppose, 4 or 5 years. Started my business at 24, right before Hurricane Rita. So that really helped us coming back to quite a bit of work. But it's been busy ever since.
And so, as far as like the ornamental part, I think Hurricane Rita has a little bit of I call that the H word. I don't really like to talk about the breezy season. It's not anything I like to really admit actually happens in real life. But so, how did that affect your career? I mean, as far as like putting you on a different trajectory?
Timing was really key. We'd been in business 6 months, maybe a year. So I had the building, I had the equipment, I had a couple of young employees, and we just didn't have the clientele and the work. So obviously coming back to trees all over fencing and gates, also remodels for staircasing, really set us up. It was probably several years of work. You know, a lot of people took a while to get back to remodeling their homes. So that really helped.
And I'm gonna quickly throw up some examples of some of your work here real quick. You know, and you can just kind of see right there. Again, yeah, you're doing gates. You're doing. I'm guessing you did that wraparound staircase there.
Yeah, that's actually the wood casing over the ironwork. So in the frame out process of this job, we do the steps, the stairs, the stringers, all that's iron.
Wow.
Freestanding, it's engineered, and it's later it's cased like with a veneer of wood trim, and it gives you a really solid staircase. Then again, we go back with the blacksmith railing on top. So a lot went into that middle picture, that staircase there.
I mean, you can tell it's just beautiful, and then it's like, but it's still so I guess rugged in the materials that you use and the technique you had to go through. And I'm guessing you have to have some pretty mad math skills to kind of figure out those curves and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges in the structural part, as well as the railing, meeting the codes, the safety requirement sometimes affects the flow of everything because it has to be tight. Sometimes it's prettier if it was more whimsical and airy, but
you don't want a baby putting their head through one.
Yeah, you got a 4-inch spear.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good. That's being a good father.
Yes, let's bring it back to Father's Day.
Yeah.
So.
That way to bring it back full circle, Amos, gold star.
Hey, we're trying, but no, I mean, it's just the work you do though is really beautiful work and quality work. And again, it's just like when we were thinking about Father's Day, it's like what's pretty much one of the most manly things you can do, and ironworking is probably at the top of the list, you know.
So what about some of the things that people might be walking around and not realize that you actually had a hand in that? And what, I guess that, and then what is maybe the project that you're the most proud of?
Well, probably the most obvious project for someone to look at would be the boardwalk promenade for Lake Charles. But we've done a lot. It's been a busy 16 years. So there's signage everywhere. There's a lot downtown. There's a lot south of town. We've done stuff in other cities as well.
So did you do the ironwork by the goose fountain or the light up boxes?
We did all of it.
Oh wow! Okay.
Obviously didn't do the bronze geese. We did all the arbors and lights, the signage. I think there was 2 different types of lights. Railing. Later went back and did some galvanized gates. City of Lake Charles has been really good to us.
Yeah, just did different signage for the downtown area near the
all the
buses.
Was it Wayfinder sign? What they call it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Transit there.
I know that's something Lori's been wanting for a while, so I think it's cool that we finally get to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
So, and you won a national prize or something for your work. What was it?
In 2009 through 2011, I think, or 12, 4 years, we competed, top job awards, mostly nationwide, which there was some Canadian shops that had entered, but we've won 2 golds, a silver and a bronze. The Lakefront Promenade was a silver award, so driveway gates won a couple gold awards on. So we'd like to get back to maybe competing one day, but right now we're focused on getting everything running up front. as well.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I'm so excited to see actually do some work. My husband does a little bit of welding here and there, but I've not really seen ornamental work and kind of what you're doing. So do you want to show us
Right
your
now,
art
I'm
studio?
making small hooks for denim hooks, just to hang a pair of denim jeans.
Cool.
So you could use this hook for just about whatever you wanted. But yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm going to show them how to do it.
I wonder if I can use the hook to get Amos out of the show. I'm just kidding, Amos. No, he wants to use the hook to get me out of the show, I promise. So that's really cool. So he was just in the Iron Shop Provision area, and now it's like he was transported magically into an Iron Shop studio. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Okay. This is so interesting.
All right, so Josh, can you hear us? Or it's probably too loud back there, is it? Okay, I wonder if you can give us kind of a walkthrough of what he's doing.
Right now, I actually wanted to learn how to weld, and I will again, but I got pregnant with our son, so I stopped. But I'm going here too in a couple of years.
So do you know some of what he's doing, like what that thing is that just got...
The forge. He's heating up the forge so that he can get his metal hot so that it's more pliable.
Okay.
So right now he's got his iron in the fire. Do you want me to go step back there and see if he could...
You don't want to have too many irons in the fire.
See if you can walk us through some of the steps he's doing.
I'm really wanting to take this up as a hobby, Amos. This could be my future. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I'd pay to watch that.
Maybe I could make a waffle iron or something like that. I don't know. Something practical and useful, even though I don't cook. Oh, look, we have people from Orange, Texas. Hello.
And
We got some family members.
And I'm going to have to get them to unmute themselves so that we can actually hear them. Hang on. There we go. We're going to go to...
That is so cool. Yes. Like you can take your frustrations out on that. I could see that happening. That is so neat. It's really cool and it's glowing.
It's got
Here we go.
It's got the classic anvil there.
Yeah. That's like what Wile E. Coyote uses.
Can't see it. My eyes just rolled.
Like he's not even using gloves. He's just so tough. It's like, I got this.
All right, so
I don't know if you said he's using 1/4-inch bar stock.
okay.
That is a massive anvil. So, so y'all are right on Broad Street. We didn't even talk about that.
We're on Broad and Ford. So 625 Broad Street's our address. From the old Methodist church. But yeah, a lot of people don't even know the building exists. It was a really ugly, like dark green building. It used to be a gas station not a gas station, but a paint store a long time ago. So now it's white and really large windows. It's hard to miss from here. He's not very vocal.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. Look, he's in the zone. That's what it is. Like when you're in the zone, you don't want to talk about it. You just want to be in the zone. I can get that. So that is awesome.
Weird. I should come back. I shouldn't leave you there hanging. So, but I'm surprised he's doing this without gloves. I
know.
Really
Or protective eyewear. You never know. I mean, some molten lava can just like fly up.
He's been doing it long enough, so I probably knows.
Yeah. I should have looked up iron vocabulary during this show. I'm like, what's that thing over there that's glowing? All right. Amos, are you going to take up ironwork and welding and all of that?
I think I'll just stick to my computers. I mean, it would be pretty cool, but
No, it'd be pretty hot, actually. There we go. So, I can't believe all that intricate stairwell work that he did, though. That's amazing. The math in and of itself would be too challenging for me to even comprehend. Okay, so he already has that hook made.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is what he's making. It's a lot of, so we sell raw denim in Iron Shop Provisions. And I didn't know this before I met Josh, but raw denim, it's denim in its raw state, and they call themselves denim nerds. They love denim, know a lot about denim. Apparently, you don't want to, you know how me and you would maybe hang our denim on a hanger like this and hang it up? Well, then that would crease your denim. In raw denim, one thing that's so great about it is that you break it in to where your body breaks in. So by hanging it over that hanger, it would create that crease that you don't want to do that. So what denim nerds do is they use their belt loop. And you could use a regular hanger and just hang it up like that, but he's making a denim hook. So you would hook the belt loop and then you just hang it on your
Nice.
like that, so that you're not creasing it. So that's what he's making right now. They're really popular in the denim community, and they're just, you know, something cool and something different.
I didn't even know that was something I should be concerned with, but now I am.
I had no idea.
Now I actually probably do need to head over there to get a couple denim.
Yeah.
I want some custom denim that can like conform to my quarantine body. It's like, does it like work with you and expand?
It does. It's not very stretchy, but you could go up a size or so.
Erin.
But no, it's not known for being stretchy.
So Erin, while he's doing that, just kind of tell us about some of the experience that people can go when they're in the shop. Like one thing I love is, again, when you come in the front of the shop, you know, you have all the great products and you can actually watch him working in the back through that garage door, right?
Yes, you walk in our shop. It's quite large. We're blessed to have a large shop. And I'll go ahead and peek at Katie, our barber, is over here. We have a barber in our shop, which is really great. It's a fun atmosphere. She does a good job with her little mask over there. That's Katie the barber, if you need a new barber. But yes, you walk in. I can't put my screen around, but you walk in, and over here is actually original to this building. We moved it. It was in the back, this garage door, but it's an original, so that's really neat. But you can peek back there. This is all of our raw denim, by the way. You can peek back here and actually see. We usually have at least a guy or two in the shop, and there's Josh. Other guys back there. They'll be grinding on something or pounding on something. Sometimes it's very loud. But yeah, so that's really cool. A lot of people like that aspect because you don't really get to see blacksmiths every day. It is definitely a neat feature. We've got this cozy little fireplace that we love to light. We don't have a fireplace at our home, so we take every advantage. And I think every day in the fall and the winter.
I was gonna say every 2 days out of the year.
I know, right? We're like, oh, 50 degrees. We need a fire.
Either that or when you're craving s'mores. If you've had a bad day, you're just like, let's break out the marshmallows.
I know, and now they make s'mores. They make marshmallows that are square. Have you tried that? I just saw that the other day.
I need to.
S'more.
They say you are what you eat, so I should eat a square marshmallow.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, I just saw a poodle. That was cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a dog.
So, okay, so with Father's Day coming up, and I mean, the barber thing, that's just a little lanyard. You're like, oh, yeah, and we have this barber shop. I mean, that's crazy, and it's so cool, and it's just manly. You know, people need their straight shaves or, I don't know, what do you call it? Straight razor.
Yeah.
So what do you have as far as like, you know, for Father's Day, if people haven't gotten their dad something and they're starting to freak out and panic and whatever, what do you guys have that might be kind of interesting for dad or the man in your life?
Yeah. Yes. Fathers to me are always one of the trickier things to shop for. So we have some things that are out of the ordinary. One really great thing that I love to show people is solid cologne. This is by Fulton and Rourke, and it's cologne in a solid state that it flips up and you apply it to your neck or your wrist just like normal. But it's just a little bit different take on cologne instead of just having the normal spritz. It's more subtle. It does have a great scent, but it's not, sometimes people will walk by and you're like, ooh, they're wearing cologne.
Definitely not over there.
This was created because they didn't want that to happen. They didn't want to walk by and people were like, ooh, cologne. But it's more for if you're close to someone, you can smell them. So it's subtle, but still smells really great. We have about 6 or so different scents in that.
I like that
Pricing is like 40 to 60, so it's easy. Great. The case is like very heavy and sturdy. You can actually, it lifts up and you can do refills, which is cool. So
awesome.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Put in your pocket. I love that. Another cool thing, if your dad needs a wallet, my dad, I think he had a Velcro wallet.
I know what you're talking about.
We tried, like, Dad, let's get your leather wallet. He finally let us. So if your dad's still riding the Velcro train, if he wants to keep doing that, that's fine. But if he wants a leather wallet, we have some really great leather options. This is Tanner Goods. They are made in Portland, Oregon. This is called the Journeyman, and it's a slim wallet. For me and Amos were talking earlier, for more of a minimalist. A lot of guys like to carry this if they wear suits to work or if they're in scrubs, because it's not going to weigh it down like the bifold might do. So that's a really great wallet. And then we also have, if you're more traditional, we have this bifold. We have it in a natural color. This is saddle tan, which is really pretty. But we also have it in darker brown. But yeah, just a classic bifold. Very solid construction, made here in the U.S., which we love. We try to have a lot of things that are made in the U.S. that we stand behind. He's carried one for, right now we have a different one, which we carry this in the store too. This is someone locally that made that. But you had a Tanner Goods wallet for what, 5 or 10 years?
Yeah,
it holds
2011,
up.
I think. Yeah.
So they're great.
Holds up better than Velcro. Yeah. That's for sure.
What's up with you? Another favorite, it's kind of like guys, like we love to collect shoes or purses. They love, I swear, knives. I don't know how many knives he has and leeches, but still has. So we have Benchmade in the shop, which is a great, I'll let you talk about Benchmade. I mean, their blade's great, but I don't know.
Benchmade's been one of the favorite knives of mine for a long time now. So opening the store, my main thing is to go back to some of our favorites. We usually have about 20 to 30 Benchmade knives in at a time. Also, I love collecting watches. So I collaborated with Bradley Mountain, and we did a watch roll.
This is called, this is actually the knife roll. The watch roll's right here.
We have a knife and a watch roll. So
maybe if your dad has a bunch of knives and he has a bunch of watches, maybe get him a watch roll or a knife roll. These are really cool. They roll up. This is canvas, and they stick their, it's hard to see on here because it's black.
It's a black canvas with black leather trim. It's got our brand stamped in it, along with Bradley Mountains. But yeah, really cool piece. Holds about 7 or 8 knives or about 6 or 7 watches.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Something different.
Like if your dad is Crocodile Dundee, you need that. Put all those knives in there.
I think so. And we also have some bracelets too. We have different, this is like a braided leather.
Yeah, that's Made in America. A veteran.
Cuervos is this brand, and then another Tanner Goods bracelet. So that's something different too. And another really cool thing, if you have a coffee lover, Dad, we have our own coffee that we carry that Acadian Roasters, they're local as well. They're amazing. They created 3 different flavors or not flavors, but 3 different blends of beans for us, and they're all really great. We have a light roast, dark roast, and a chicory. So we have whole bean for the purists that like to grind it right before they make their coffee. So that's something different and fun to try out different coffees if you're a coffee lover.
And is it mandatory that you have to drink it black?
I do not, and I still love it. I put about like 5 sugars, and I don't think I'll ever stop.
But serving it in the store, we've realized a lot of people that drink sugar and cream, they can drink this coffee straight. It's just a really, really pure tasting coffee.
And we recently got it in a cold blend, a cold brew that they did.
Yeah, it's like drugs. It's addictive.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
Can I get coffee while I come get my my haircut then?
Yes,
sure, yeah.
That's the great thing about the shop. We want it to feel homey. We don't want it to feel like, you just walk in and help yourself.
So,
we want you to come in and hey, can we make you a cup of coffee? Can we get you a water? Make it a fun experience so that you're not. And a lot of guys don't like to shop. We want to kind of make it easy on you and enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to cut back on sugar and cream in my coffee, and so I'm like, I'm intrigued. I need to try this. If I, maybe I can drink straight up coffee.
Honestly, the cold brew I can drink with barely any sugar, just a little bit of milk. So you probably would be good with the cold brew and lemon and the sugar. But
And so I know you have stuff mainly for men, but there are some things that kind of cross over with, bags or sunglasses or things like that. I mean, or even some of your boots and shoes.
yeah.
I was interested in some of those. So, and can people order online as well? Do y'all have that capability?
Yes.
Yes. We have been busy working on our website probably the last year or so, really working hard on our website because we have a lot of online guests that shop. We have a lot of brands that are cult brands that people love to search out. So we're trying to make our online better and better all the time. But yes, definitely go to ironshopprovisions.com. I'm sorry, I meant to mention as well, I just made a Father's Day Roundup. So if you go on our website, you can click at the top. There's a Father's Day Roundup, and they're just some picks that we think are really great ideas so that maybe if you're overwhelmed, you don't want to go search the whole website or you don't have time to come in and shop. You can click Father's Day Roundup and look at the different items we suggest. And you can even buy it online, and you can select pick up in store, and we'll have it bagged and ready. If you make a note, we can even wrap it for you, and you can literally just come pick it up.
Okay, well, great. Have we missed anything that you really want to cover or make sure that people know about with what you guys are doing?
I feel like we covered.
Follow us on Instagram,
Yes,
Iron Shop Provisions.
that's true.
Interact with us. We like to DMs, and we like to visit back and forth.
Slide into those DMs.
So yeah, a lot of guys shopping for some of our brands don't have a men's store in their city, so they'll ask us for measurements throughout the day and evenings. It's busy, it's fun, but we
He
love
loves
doing
it. It's not ever annoying if you ask him a question. It's his passion.
He's passionate about it. Well, and I think Amos is about to join the underground denim community now that he knows that one.
I'm going to be coming over to get my hook later today, so I can't have creases in my jeans anymore.
I was telling you.
I know. How have I lived this long with creases in my jeans? Seriously, that makes sense though that you would hang up your jeans that way. I don't know why. That's not more universal.
Folding them is like, no, you can't do that. I know.
I know.
Now, hang it by the belt loop.
That's awesome. That should be like one of your taglines. So, hang it by the belt loop. So, all right. Well, Amos, do you have any other other thoughts?
I don't think I have any other thoughts. And again, just I think what you showed us today is all great ideas. Me as a dad, I think any of those things would be pretty cool. So, I think this was.
So kids, if you're listening.
I think Amos wants some denim. Amos, I think we need to get a really big picture of you for our office. You want the computer, and we would
don't invite that because I'll actually deliver one.
Someone would be great.
So,
thank
you guys so much.
Reciprocal.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Have a happy Father's Day, Josh. I know that you're a proud dad, and thank you for sharing your talent with us and showing us what you guys are doing right here in downtown Lake Charles.
Yes, we're happy to be here. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.